Welcome to the third day of CS First. This game is going to be a little bit different than what you've done in the past. So one thing I wanted to cover before we get into today's game. Anytime you don't finish a game and you want to go back into it to continue to work on it is in what's called your dashboard when you first get into it. On the left side, you'll see classes. That's how you get into whatever class or whatever game you're working on. You don't have archive classes. That's for me. Actually, you might have it. I'm not 100% sure. And last but not least is projects. So if you click on the projects button, what that'll do is it'll allow you to go into any of the games that you've previously made. Obviously, I have a lot in here because I've shown a lot to a lot of the classes. Okay, so that leads us to today's game, which is what's called a maze game. Now, what's different about the maze game is instead of you only having one starter project, they actually give you 4 completely different starter projects. So even though they give you 4 different starter projects, you only do one. You pick the one that you want to do. So one of them is this one. Okay, this one is called, that's the forest maze. Okay. This one is called the space maze. This one is called, that's a great question, the sky maze. And last but not least, you have the snow maze. Now, what's going to be different about this one is when you move the sprites, instead of you pressing down buttons to move your sprite, you actually have it, the mouse button is, the mouse is going to move it. Okay. And it's going to teach you how you're just going to click on it. It's a very simple code. You click on it and then it just follows your mouse wherever you go. Okay. Then what's going to happen is, last game, it kind of made not a lot of sense. You could kind of like just go off the track a little bit and didn't really make a lot of sense. This is going to teach you how to, when you touch something like a line, it's going to prevent you from going outside of that line or going through the line. So it's just going to make it a little bit more realistic. I'll show you the example of that. And it's also going to add in something called an if-then statement. Now, some of you had this before. This was in game 2. If you had the crashing sounds, there's probably an if-then statement. And basically what it does, it's a sensing block where if one sprite senses something else, it could be a color, it could be another sprite. What it does is it will do some sort of action, whatever you want it to do. In this case, you're going to say something, probably like you win or something to that effect. Again, you're going to do just one add-on for this one. Okay, so it could be a spinning obstacle, redesign the maze, revenge, whatever, any of these ones that happen to be in here. So let me give you just a couple of examples. All right, so this one, let me hit my green flag. You can see that this obstacle is spinning. I think in this one, you're actually supposed to have the obstacle grow. He didn't do this one, but that's not a big deal. So I clicked the mouse button once and now I'm just moving it. Now, one of the things that happens is if you touch any of the obstacles, you see how it automatically just jumps back to the beginning. Okay. And everything stops. So now let me get to the end. Okay. And you can see this is the if-then statement. Okay. Another one here, this is just an example with the timer. Okay. As soon as you hit it, you can see the timer counting up. And like the other one, if I hit, it automatically sends me back to the beginning. Click my green flag. Oops. How do I get to the end on this one? So remember, you do not have to do any of the surveys. And good luck. So GW kids, hopefully the next class I will be with you. BF, you'll have one more before I come. All right. Have a good day.